It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Nighthawks, second-year running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Nighthawks and the Vikings on Thursday night.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find.
And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it down to the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Buying time to his left. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Nighthawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
First down, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They go play action. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we see Noah Fant as he helps bring this offense back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, Should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
38.
Off the play fake. Nixon. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20, Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Nixon. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nixon going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a number 1 overall.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining 1st quarter of play. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Nixon. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try to run the and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Nighthawks have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Cousins to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Cousins. going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Nixon. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it,
he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Nighthawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. The return man, Ty Johnson, breaks through the contact, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Off the play fake. Nixon flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there. It's going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Akers will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Defense.
And that accepted. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nixon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 92 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. To throw on 2nd down, Nixon. This pass caught by Hamler. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Back to throw. Nixon. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars, and this ball was overthrown.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Cousins on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Final play of the half, Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA Studio. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Off play action. Nixon rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, Nixon. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring them.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Off the play fake, Nixon. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. To throw, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. This is caught by Williams. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Cousins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
An Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing to start the drive. Nixon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw. Nixon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Nixon. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Shot, 17.
Back to throw. Nixon. And going right back to Hamler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Cousins to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team. Possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nixon. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Watch out now. 50.
To throw on 3rd down. Nixon eluding the pressure right. taking the 24. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Set, hut. Hut.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
On the set.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Set.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Cousins now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Albuquerque, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few